Today I'm here at Shimbashi station and we gotta talk about Ichiran Ramen. Given that we've covered so many other ramen on this channel, Ichiran eventually was a must. Many consider it to be almost like a gold standard, while many other enthusiasts claim that it is a pretty moderate ramen, almost like the fast food of the ramen world, much like McDonald's. That's why today, while definitely not my first time visiting an Ichiran ramen outlet, I will be renewing and giving my judgment on Ichiran ramen. If I'm not mistaken, this is actually my third or even fourth visit to Ichiran Ramen, and before we even get to the actual ramen itself, let me just say that the environment is one of the best I've ever had ramen in. They even give you free water, as you can see here, and if you're more of a shy person or a straight up hikikomori, you can basically have your dining experience from start to finish without any communication verbally whatsoever. And now on to the actual review of Ichiran Ramen. For me, Ichiran Ramen being a Tonkotsu ramen just makes it king for me. Tonkotsu is the best ramen ever. Fight me down in the comments. The broth is just too peak and it's balanced. It's not too rich, not too strong, not too dilute, which is actually quite rare to come by in a Tonkotsu ramen. A lot of them are overly fatty. The noodles, on the other hand, are my favorite type actually. They are Hakata style noodles, if I'm not mistaken. I ordered them extra firm as to get them with a little bit more chew. I find that if they don't have that texture, it kind of just falls apart really easily. I remember trying Ichiran for the first time. It was at Dotonbori in Osaka, and I remember it being like the peak ramen, but now that I look at its actual toppings bit by bit, the chashu and the egg are actually not that remarkable. In fact, they're pretty average, if anything. The more I savor Ichiran ramen, the more I realize that this simple bowl of ramen, okay, well, I mean, simple is quite an overstatement, but it is heavily carried by the noodles and the broth, and honestly, I think that's all that really matters in a good ramen bowl. In fact, I've been trying to find a ramen that can top Ichiran ramen, but it is just so good that every time I come to an Ichiran outlet, I just call for kaidama, which is extra noodles, as you can see here. They have a very nice ordering system where if you do get extra noodles, you just pass them this little tray which has the extra noodles marking on it. You put it on the platform, press a button, and they give it to you a full fresh set of noodles of your choice of thickness, I mean not thickness, hardness, and you get to enjoy it all over again. To me that's just crazy. That's just crazy. You get to have like a double dosage of Ichiran ramen. I mean, the fact that I don't live in Japan makes it so that I have to get this every time. It's just if you don't, you're kind of trolling if you ask me. Please do this, anyone who visits it for the first time. And to wrap up this review, I would easily say that Ichiran Ramen for me is still the number one ramen. I definitely know that you guys in the comments will be recommending me other ramen that I will definitely try. But for these Shizu Eats episode, I would say that this is by far the most passionate one, the one that I've spent most time thinking about, not so much editing. I would finish it every single time. Easy 9 out of 10. Like and subscribe so I can eat more meals.